Hey everybody, this is the old sports editor Ronnie Gallagher, and we're here for another edition of the Sun Drop pregame show. Now tonight we came up to North Rowan. They're a 1A school. They finally started playing 1A schools last week. They were 0-4, and they beat South Stanley, shut them out. Now tonight they're playing E Montgomery here at North. But it's a big night. It's homecoming. There's going to be a lot of festivities. We have to wait and see whether Javon Hargrave or Sam Starks gets to be the homecoming king. They'll be out here at halftime. They'll miss Tasker Fleming's halftime speech, I guess. But another thing we love about North Rowan is that it's green and yellow, just like Sundrop. And I'm sure a lot of people's going to be drinking this stuff. So we're going to roam around here and see who's out here before the game and have a good time. Okay, I'll tell you what, we've got a really good guest here right now, Roger Seekers, the former coach at North Rowan. Now, Roger, you live at the beach now, but how often do you come up here?
I come up here about every 2 weeks, or depends on how much trouble my grandson gets to in school.
How have you been doing?
Well, good now. Didn't do so good about this time a year ago, but I'm fine.
How do you feel when you come up to these games? Do you still feel like you can get out there and coach a little bit?
You know, everybody thinks a lot of themselves, but I feel like I probably could, but I'm better off not, because my time is past.
Well, how many years were you at North Rowan?
I was at North Rowan. I was an assistant coach here for 6 years, and I was the head coach here for 13 years. So for a while.
Yeah, you went to a lot of playoff games. Have any really good memories when you was up here?
Oh, that's all I have is good memories. In fact, this school is close to my heart, and we had a good time.
Well, there you have it, Roger. It's really good seeing you again, and I'm sure that everybody always loves seeing you around here. What do people say when they see you when you come in?
I really try not to be seen at the games. I go hide up on top. I get here real early because my son's the ball boy and he has to get here early. But I try not to be in the stands too much. People are nice to me. In fact, I believe they're nicer now than they used to be.
That's the way it always is. Roger Seekers, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, we're here with Tasker Fleming, North Rowan's head coach. You know, Tasker, we're getting pretty good at this, but we've done a lot of this year. You know?
Well, I got a sun drop on ice, actually, because I saw one the other day and I didn't get one. So,
your athletic director said you've really become a fan of sun drop now.
Well, that's a good drink.
That is a good drink. Hey, I think you got a little tribute about somebody to tell us.
Yeah, Tony Gregoric is our sound man, did the play-by-play for a number of years here, and unfortunately about a month ago, he's also our cafeteria manager, and about a month ago, doctors gave him some bad news on battle with cancer he's going through, and just happy that he's up to coming out tonight. He's going to do the first quarter for us and do a little recognition for his efforts over the years.
That's really a nice thing, and it's really something to play for.
Well, you don't know how special each moment is. These kids look at this as a game, and they think they'll live forever. But the reality is there are a lot of people with difficulties they're going through, and the heart goes out to Tony right now.
Now how's the team doing? You 1-0 in the conference, and confident?
Well, I don't know how confident you are when you're 1-4, but I think if we win a couple more, we might be. And we need to play hard tonight and just see how much we can improve over last week.
Now, Tasker, there's one thing about homecoming is there's floats and parades and kings and queens, and I think we got a few potential kings in your locker room.
Well, we got about half the team is involved in homecoming halftime activities, and we had a parade today, and I had a third of our roster on the back of my truck, so I need to take that to Firestone in the morning. But it's homecoming all day long.
So what happens at halftime? They just stay out on the field? I'm
scared we'll play 4 games, so we're going to switch jerseys at halftime and get the gold and gold on it after halftime. But most of my guys will stay out here, and we'll give them the benefit of experiencing homecoming like they want to.
Now, do you have any favorite for the king?
I would be surprised if Sam doesn't win, but he's just a charmer. But, if the ladies didn't vote for Sam, I'd be surprised.
Now, we're talking with East Montgomery coach Anthony Timmons, and we have something in common. We both went to the same high school, North Davidson. Now, you still got the orange in you, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. The orange is still in me, but my heart bleeds blue right now.
How'd you end up at East Montgomery?
Well, I think it was through the blessing of the Lord. After I left North Davidson, I went on a journey, coaching journey. I was at North Davidson for 4 years. Then I went to Fort Bush with Pat Mitchell for a year. Then a good friend of mine, Eric Tippett, got the head job at East Gaston, and took me down there with him as a defense coordinator for a year. And I just happened to be looking for a head coaching job, and just one day came across East Montgomery Never heard of Montgomery County, even though I'm from Davidson County, and I just happened to send my information in, and and history speaks for itself now, and I just think the Lord was wanting me to get back closer to home.
You're 4-1, and you're playing a 1-4 team, but you know that when it comes to 1A football, they're not really a 1-4 team.
Yes, sir. I greatly understand. My mother's from Knoxville. She graduated from Davis, so I've had family that graduated from North Rowan, and they're a very athletic team. They're coached very well, and they really should be in the 2A conference. But now I know the numbers due to the state kind of moves that. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a good game tonight.
Yeah. Well, then what's it like being in that league? There's a lot of travel in that league.
A lot of travel. I think it took us about an hour and a half to get here, and it's really no easy way to get from Bisco to here. It's a lot of traveling, but if you look at our conference track record, I think the last 6 or 7 out of the last 8 years, the state champion or somebody from our conference has played for the state championship game.
Okay, we've been in the locker room with Joe Pinion. We have listened to Scott Young give his pregame speech. We've listened to Jason Rollins at South. And now we're in the North Rowan locker room where in just a matter of minutes, Tasker Fleming is going to come in and motivate these kids to win homecoming. So let's listen.
Guys, I was thinking today, what do I want to say at homecoming? And I thought about this. 1994, I walked into Duke Hospital. My grandmother was on her deathbed. The doctors gave her 5 months. 5 months. She died 11 years later. Just because someone gives you bad news doesn't mean it's reality. She had 10 really good years out of her last 11. Last year was kind of tough. So before we went out tonight, everyone had signed a football for Tony. Everybody knows Tony. Tony's been serving you meals ever since you came to North. About a month ago, they gave Tony some bad news, and words got out. He's got a tough road in front of him. Half the people here tonight that weren't here last Friday night are graduates in North Rowan. They came back because they wanted to be part of a time in their life when everybody knew their name. Everybody say cheers. Cheers. Can you say cheers for me? Cheers. Cheers. You know in cheers. You walk in the door. Norm, everybody knows your name. Where would you spend your time? Where would you spend your time on a Friday night other than where you are? This is the best place to be. We got a chance tonight to play in front of a good crowd. We got a chance tonight to play a conference game and stay on top of the league. Right now we're tied. We're tied with Albemarle, state champions. We're tied with West Montgomery, 4th round playoff team last year. We're tied with East Montgomery, 4-1. And the only thing that matters is we're tied and we're up top and we're where we want to be. You could be in the band right now. You could be in the stands right now. But you chose to be a student athlete. Tonight, Tony chose to come back. Nobody knows. Nobody knows what tomorrow holds. But the man is sick and fighting it. And he was at the parade today. I don't know if you noticed. He was out there waving when we came by. And he was here tonight about an hour and a half early. He wanted to be here. He's going to do the PA in the first quarter tonight. Everybody in those stands wants to be where you are. If they play football, I guarantee you, there's not a man up there that wouldn't trade places with you for one more chance to play. Now, 6 years ago, my grandmother passed away. It was on a Friday night, and I was at a football game. You guys, this right here, this game is going to pass. 6 years from now, 60 years from now, 40 years from now, maybe 10 years from now, you're going to be like these alumni walking in here. I want you to be able to do something for me. I want you to come back 10 years from now, 20 years from now, and tell them you won homecoming. There's no game. Albemarle doesn't matter. West Montgomery doesn't matter. There's no game that matters with this one in front of us. We've got to go with the practice. We've got a crazy Friday. Everybody knows your name. You Cavaliers. Cavalier pride, green and gold. We're wearing the retro green. We're wearing the gold. We got pride in what we do. This is solemn. This is serious. You get out there, it's all business. At halftime, we'll have a good time. After halftime, it's all business. We're going to play 2 games tonight. We'll play the first game, come back and play the second one in gold, and hopefully we'll stay on top. We're not done. Don't give up till somebody says it's time. You're not done.
Well, fans, that's another pregame show sponsored by Sundrop. You know, we'll have to wait till tomorrow's newspaper to find out if Sam Starks really did become the homecoming king. But no matter where you are, drink some Sundrop and go to a Friday night football game. There's nothing better. So this is Ronnie Gallagher. See you next week.
1, 2, 3, go ahead!